Now, like I said, we are going to be making a flower. So I'm just going to see if this is in place. It's about there, I think. So, here we go. I'm going to, like I said, do these flowers. Now, these are so easy to do. They really are. And all I'm going to do is to fold it over. So I've got at about 2.5 inches wide, and I'm going to fold it over to the 1/2 inch mark, which is about there, like that. Now you don't have to pin it, just fold it over. We can do it as we go along, like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. The length of this is probably 12, 18, 20, 24. Flat laces, that's roughly about right what I do. 20 to 24 inches if it's flat. Needle and thread. It really doesn't matter what colour thread you're using. I'm just going to use up what I've already got, because you're not going to see it anyway. Right, we just go to the very beginning and we pin those two together and pull that in. And then what I do is I just glue doesn't matter if they're not even, we can even that out there, just cut it round, and then now I could have folded that over a little bit more. That's too long for me here. So basically I'm just going to cut it down at the shortest point. And you only need about 1 centimetre for it to work. And the material wasn't level anyway. I levelled it off best I could. Now, what I can see is that this is definitely too long here. It's needs cutting down a little bit more. Just trim it how you want it. There, like that. So we've already got, and I'm just going to shred it a little bit. Just to shabby the ends up. It's pulling the fibres out. Like that. I can trim it off later on if I need to. Right, well I'm happy with that. So first of all we need to put a back on it. Okay. And we're just going to pop a little bit of glue on, like that. Now, what I haven't done, which I could do, is to do some leaves. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that as is. I like that. Now, what I've got here is some little beaded clusters. And they're very easy to make. You just need these perforated caps, which you can get on eBay. So you do those, get those, and then you're just using like a catgut thread, like a plastic thread. You just sew these on. So you can put so many beads on with a pearl at the back, a large pearl. Do so many of them, and then these are just stuck on with these little seed beads and the larger pearl, and then a pearl behind that to fix it on like that. I have got a video on how to make them. I do show you how to make these, so just look it up. If I can find the link myself, I'll show you. But before I want to do that, I want to do some... Now, let me see. Because I've got lots and lots of things that I can use. I can use something like this, which I think I will. And they're just cut from doilies. I'll just trim that off. The thing about doing a shabby flower is to layer it, but don't layer it where you can't see the layers, because that would be, you're defeating the object of doing one. Clean up later. So what we can do is pop that on, so I can still see all layers. Okay. Like that. Yep. And you still see all the layers, and that's really nice, is that. But then now I've got this, so what I might do is just cut that off. See, it's got some leaves on it, so that's one, and then these two are together, which I can keep together. Like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... No, that's the right way, silly old fee. Just to glue them on there, like that. And then we'll glue that one on like that. See? That just gives it a little bit more dimension. But I have some of these as well. These are gorgeous. Velvet. And I don't use them that often, but I'm going to use them here. It's use up what you've got. You can cut your leaves out of fabric. It doesn't matter. That's just giving it another dimension. Now, somebody sent... Now, I can't remember who it was. I failed to put the name on. Matte Finish. Somebody's made these, and I think they're dipped. They're dipped pearl heads. And I was digging through stuff the other day, and I found them ready for coming back to do this. And I want to use them. So, all I need are some pearls. So let me get my pearl pot out. There's my huge pearl pot. I want that yellowish colour. Yeah, might use that one. Now, what I might do is use a crystal as well. And as people know, I love crystal, and I do have a lot of them. So we can get this to work. This on there like that, and doesn't that look gorgeous? So what I'm going to do is pop on lots of glue there, and then I want to make sure the dangle bits are right. See, like that, and then I can push that in fully, and we've ended up with a very chic flower. Don't they look gorgeous? You know, these are dead easy to make, and you can make so many. I just love that. Isn't that pretty? I might want to put something else here as well. Let me just see, because you can just layer it and build on it. It just needs something here. Now I can do any colour. I get so many. Fold them and just dab a little bit of glue on the folded section. Let it cool a minute and then just do that. And you end up with a nice cluster. And then what you can do is to build on this. Pop your glue in. And you just pop them, that's it. See? And it's just another little bit of decoration, but it makes a difference. Yeah, I like that. Looks fab, don't we? So that's that one. Now, let's do another one. We've got this piece left. Well, let's do a different one. I've got some cheesecloth, but it's like a... In fact, I've had it a long while, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to need probably that much. What I love about this stuff is that you get your really nice vintage flowers sort of thing, if you know what I mean. You can fray it. So I'm just going to fray it. And those that don't know what I mean about fray, because the young ones, some of the young ones don't, is that you pull the fibres out and you're fraying it. Like that. Okay. Yeah, I think we can rest with that one. Okay. So again, what I'm going to do is fold it over a little bit more this time. To about that. So it's like a double one. You could do, you know, like snip them along like that and make like a tassel fabric, a tassel flower. There's so much you can do with fabrics. And I just want to pull that pretty tight without snapping the... That's it. I didn't want to snap the cotton. But of course, so I'm just going to pull it in. I don't think I will glue that together. I don't think I've any need to. So this is making a 4-inch flower. Look at that, how shabby that is. Gorgeous. They look great. Look at that. Gorgeous. Shabby. So what I've got is this. Again, the rest of the... because it doesn't have to be a doily, and it can be whatever you want it to be. Whoops. See, like that. So I can have that in the centre, like that. Like that. Now I'm just going to lay that on there like that. I'm not going to waste the leaves off it either. I'm just going to cut them. Now, when you get to a stage where you get the block, you know, that mental block, and you, oh, what can I do? What shall I do? Go back to making a flower or something, because it'll start you off again. Flowers always inspire me for other things, because while I'm making a flower, I can picture something else. Oh yeah, that'll look good on this, and then it starts the juices flowing. Oops, a daisy. The juices flowing again. Right, so I'm just going to pop this on top because I want them to stick out like that. Here, one there, and then this one. Right on top of that, there. Now, I've got another one of these. Or I could use that, but this is a big flower, so it needs something really big. And I think that Looks gorgeous just there. So what I'm going to do, I am going to glue that bit together there, only because I think that's it, it needs it. Let me just think. We need some more of these. I'm just going to put some more of these in, and it gives it a really, because it's a slight pink, and I always add pink to everything I do. A touch of pink, if I can. Like that. I'm going to put them there. Push that down a little bit so we can actually see what these are here. It is important that you get to see all of the layers. And there's no point in putting layers on if you're not going to see them. Do it like that. Like that. Something else missing. Let me just get, oh, let's have a look at this. See, I have a lot of these that people make me. Let's look at, that's got a touch of pink in. Yes, I like, and it matches this as well. Yeah. Right, okay. Let me just put this in first. I'm going to put plenty of the glue for this, so it goes through the perforated sections. Oh, and I need to put the back on, but this is going to sit just in there. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. And that's gone into the glue. We need to turn that over. We need to take another piece of the felt. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Look at that. They're just beautiful. It's got this little dangly bit. So, you know, when people make me things like that, I do use your goodies in my crafts. So, yeah, love that. Wow. So, we're going to keep going. We're not going to stop. When I make a flower, and I get making flowers, I want to make more. So, the other one is I'm going to use like a chiffon fabric. Now, I love using this as well. Now, let me see if I get it the right way. Put that down there. And I haven't done one of these for a while. Now, let me just see. Oops, look, I broke a pot. To do a miniature thing for outside, and I wanted a big fancy plant in it, and I broke it. Never mind. Right, this will do 2. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do 2. Well, I'll do 1 to start with, see how we get on. If I don't like it, I won't do it again. Right, so I've got my fabric. Now, it is pretty wide. I'd say about 4 inches. No, yeah, about 4 inches wide. But I don't want it that wide. Because look, I don't need it that wide. So let's just get it all the same, roughly. See, like that. Okie dokie. Now, we need to put it at an angle. And I'll tell you why. Because it helps the rose look like a rose. And you're going, what the hell are you going on about, Fee? I like that. So, let me just do this. Put some more thread in. Now what we do is, we have to join that corner to that one. Yep, we sure do. So just join it together. I'm just going to snip that bit off. I can't find my other scissors, that's why I'm using the wrong ones. And you continue going down that, both sides. Like this. Keep doing that. See, now we've got to the end. All I'm going to do is to trim that top section off. And then sew these ends together. Just continue to follow the two edges. Right, and then I can cut that bit off. Okay. And what you've got is like a twisted flower. See? And then all you do is you join the two ends up together. Watch. See how you pull that in? And then sew that. It's so easy and makes a wonderful, wonderful flower. And there you go, you've got like a puffball flower. See, like that. You could just pull it apart like that. So you pull all the fabric out. And I would just glue them two bits together. Just glue the ends together like that. That's fine. Nice flower. Again, I'm going to use some of these because that is cream material. Now, if I put these where we've joined it, which is there, like that. What I can do then is I do have, oh, I've got a bit of that to use up. That can be used up. See, we've got little bits and pieces like this that can be used up. Oh, I don't want that. So I'm going to cut this bit down. And just pop the glue on like that. Pop that on like that. I've got one of those to go on and one of those. They're just centres of flower of doilies that were hanging about. But only odd ones, so there's no point in making a set of 3 flowers or and there's another one going in there, slightly different colour, but that's fine. I do have, again, we've got a touch of pink in, another handmade stick pin. We can turn that over. We need to pop on the back like that, and I do like these. I'm going to use them up. I only had 3 left anyway. Let's do a few more of these. I do like to add little bits. Like that. and then that, like that. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And they're so easy to make. So I hope that's helped you. I will be back when I share the parcels that have arrived.